Hey guys, welcome back. We are here with the New Blood guys and we're looking at a few of the new games that they are launching. We are now joined by Dave and also Leon, and we are looking at AMID Evil. Did I say that right? Yes. I just want to make sure I said it the right way.
Yeah, medieval.
Amongst whomst has been eviled.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we got Leon here now. So Leon from Indefatigable. Don't try to pronounce it.
Yep.
And he is the dev and creator of AMID Evil, along with his buddy Simon Simo Rance, who's back at the booth working it. And you are seeing AMID Evil gameplay for the first time ever. We only put the trailer out like 2 days ago, and here it is.
And that was the trailer that we just watched with the stream as well.
Let's see. Do we have sound this time? Swing the axe. Woo. Yes.
Yes, we do. I can hear it.
Yes, all right.
I can hear the whooshes.
The whooshes. So this is AMID Evil, built in Unreal Engine 4. You know, similar to Dusk in terms of old schoolness, but obviously much prettier. We've got things like lighting and fog and
God rays.
Yeah, and God rays and stuff. And the coolest thing is, you know, everybody's like, holy shit, the weapons look really good. And the crazy thing is, those weapons are sprites.
Yeah.
Those are hand-drawn sprites that have been normal mapped, so they appear 3D, and it's really cool. But it also is one of the things that helps AMID Evil run basically on a toaster, like a quad-core toaster. But like thanks again to our New Blood QA guys. You know, AE's got like no performance issues, no bugs, just like Dusk. It's kind of the bar of quality we're trying to set with New Blood. We got guys from the community here.
Now I feel like with a lot of this stuff is the stuff that Lisa would understand, because you do game dev as well, right? So this is the stuff where you guys are saying all these terms and I'm just like, right, I'm just a streamer.
Play.
So so that intro area you just saw, you can pick your difficulty. So, you know, if you remember Quake 1, it's kind of like that, in different hallways, harder to get through. We've got some dank lore up here on the wall. Evil has overrun our sacred lands. So basically, if you've watched the trailer, you know, you've seen that this ancient warrior who once challenged the gods, who was a heretic. He's been released from purgatory because this ancient evil has basically taken over everything, and you're the only one who can stop him. You know, you're kind of like Kratos, but you got an axe. Right? Yeah, totally. You're basically Kratos. So right now, there's 7 episodes. Each they're small episodes, like 3 levels in a boss fight, which we think is very cool. And the cool thing is, each episode it has a completely different setting and a completely different world, completely different look with completely different enemies. And as you're going to see, the enemy AI is super aggressive. So Leon's just going to kind of play through the first level right now, and I'll talk about it. You start, obviously... You start with this axe, which is a pretty cool weapon, and then you immediately start getting more weapons. Can you turn the brightness up a little?
Yeah. I'll just get these dudes.
And then we get the... let's turn it up a little,
Now, I see that you picked up a staff. Now, is that going to be, do you have like an inventory in this game?
So you can just, it's like any old school game like Dusk and, you know, Heretic and Hexen, you carry them all at once.
Switch between, excellent.
That's a little bit brighter, good. So now people at home can see. So you start with the axe, and then you've got the staff. Should we show some of the options yet, or we can do that when we...
You want to see some of the options?
Yeah, let's show some of the options. So we've got some cool ones, obviously. You know, it's a PC game, so as any PC gamer knows, first thing you do, go to the options. You know, obviously, runs super great on ultra-wide. As a guy who has a 34-inch ultra-wide, runs on ultra-wide. We can turn off bobbing and tilting for those of you who get motion sick from all the, you know, I don't, I love it. And my favorite thing, left-handed weapons. So if you're a lefty, we've got left-handed weapons, which is the coolest feature that nobody needs.
As a left-handed person, I appreciate it, even though I play right-handed.
Yeah, so obviously we've got ye old FOV slider because Whoa. We like to keep it around 90 for AE, a little bit more in than Dusk. So what you're going to see, you know, it's a lot like Dusk, but where Dusk is like, you've got complete freedom. There's bunny hopping. You can flip upside down. AMID Evil is a lot more, resolution scaling. Chunky. So you can make it all chunky and kind of pixelated to kind of match those chunky pixelated Unreal-style enemy models that we have. Someone asked about that today. Yes, you know, like you can the game can look really pretty, or you can make the game look a little bit more gritty and older. What you're going to find with AMID Evil is it's a lot heavier, more grounded. You know, there's no bunny hopping, stuff like that. The enemy AI is a lot more aggressive. You know, it's a lot more like Hexen and Heretic.
That's great.
It is. And Leon died at his own game. So maybe we're going to put God mode on.
Yeah.
So I told Leon that he said he was going to play because I sucked. And then he died.
I'm playing.
No,
playing on a couch, dude.
You were demonstrating how death work?
It is actually hard. So yeah, maybe put on God mode. So we're on God mode now, so that's not going to happen again. We swear. Yeah, let the guy from the community play. No, you can't come up here. So what you're going to find with AE, unlike Dusk, is it's heavier, it's more grounded. The enemy AI is extremely aggressive and does some really cool stuff. They will like chase you down. What you're seeing right now is soul mode. So every weapon has a soul mode. When you collect 100 souls, you collect the souls from the enemies you killed. Your weapons overcharge. Leon, maybe show them what some of the other weapons do.
Okay.
Well, you can show them what the staff does and stuff. So yeah, the soul mode just turns the weapons into just like, it makes them go extreme. And that bar under your health, you can see what happens. And we've got this, cool non-linear level design, the kind of stuff that we like to do. So in this first level, there's 2 keys you need to get. One you go to the left, one you go to the right. You can do it in either order.
That's great.
And Leon's just gonna keep,
So this is the next weapon.
The next weapon you get is Whisper's Edge.
Yeah.
It's a sword that shoots green beams. We've got secrets, obviously. Leon, maybe just go get that one secret so they can see the first, We've got secrets. It's not like Dusk where we've got like push walls and stuff. The secrets are a lot more like, looking for like a little piece of a cave or something they'll have. But a lot like Dusk, if you want to hit tab, we also show you your amount of kills, your secrets, your time. Not a game that's built on speed running as much as Dusk is, but obviously people like to track their time and their kills and see their secrets, because it's much like Dusk. It's a game where you want to go through the levels, every nook and cranny, get 100%. And that's something that's a holdover from the classic games that this was inspired by.
Now again, is this a lot of boss fights in this game again?
Yeah. So every episode's got a boss fight at the end. You've now got the silver key. But you can't, the way forward lies both left and right.
So you gotta go both ways.
Yeah, so you gotta go both ways to get both keys to finish the level. And and the enemy AI does like crazy. So they'll chase you down, they'll jump after you, fly after you. They'll go underwater and chase you. I call it Zavada AI because this guy programmed it. So it's a lot of the things about these old school shooters is kind of the enemies are kind of like cannon fodder, which is fun. In a game like Dust, they come at you, they have their attacks, they have their uses, but they're not really like aggressive. In AI, we really like the AI to be aggressive. Just adds that layer of difficulty to the game. And the axe has this. We love the axe. You saw this in the trailer. That's the axe in soul mode. Whisper's Edge. We'll show you some other weapons in soul mode soon.
Now, do you know, are we allowed to say how many weapons there are roughly in the game?
Yeah, I think there's, what, 7?
There's 7, yeah.
Yes.
With each soul mode.
So it's kind of like 14 weapons, but yeah, 7 unique weapons. Look, like what other old school shooters you do with AI that just, chase after you like that? It's mental.
Yeah, like he looked at you.
Yeah, it's really nuts.
Yeah.
These guys, I hate these guys.
And Leon, are you based in Australia?
No, I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah,
okay.
So we wanted to reveal it down here because, so he's from Wellington, and Simon, the other guy, is from Brisbane.
Oh, cool. How'd you find
So we worked together on a reboot of Rise of the Triad back in 2013, and we worked on that game together, and these guys before that actually worked on a total conversion Zedu mod called Return of the Triad, which is arguably better than Rise of the Triad itself.
Ooh.
It's that good. And then, then he was, one of the, we worked on the Rise of the Triad reboot together, and then they worked on some other games, and then I was, started working with New Blood on stuff like Dusk and our other games, and Leon reached out to me, said, hey, me and Simo are working on a new game. You want to check it out? Maybe you want to get involved and work on it with us, with New Blood. And he showed me this, and I loaded up that first area with the axe. I was just like, holy shit, dude. Did you make Heretic UE4? He's like, yep. Sure did. And I'm like, perfect. Let's do it. And we've been working on it together for like 6 months now. It's been in development for like 11 months.
Wow.
And we just revealed it yesterday. The response has been awesome. New Blood has tried to branch out with games like Tonight We Riot and Unfortunate Spacemen and stuff like that. But these, old school retro FPS is kind of what we do best. So with Dusk and a Medieval now, they complement each other really well. If you want a game that's like Blood and Quake, you've got Dusk. And if you want a game that's like Heretic and Hexen, but is also gorgeous because it's built in UE4, you've got a Medieval now. And I just love that sword just slices to everybody.
The controversial question, which one's your favorite?
Oh man, I don't play favorites.
Like your children?
It's fun. Like sometimes I'll like to jump into Dusk
Yeah,
and just like hop around, just like hop, 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 just go crazy, speed run.
Like we all like each other's games.
Yeah.
New Blood, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like New Blood's just kind of like a big family of developers. We all work on each other's games, critique each other's games, you know, make sure that they're as good as they can be. But I like to, you know, jump into Dusk and just kind of like bounce around like a crazy person. And then I'll like to get into AE when I want more of a challenge and, you know, mess around with the weapons and, you know.
So we got the old school wrap up. You know, I killed
Yeah.
everyone and beat the part-time.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Nice.
just like Dusk. Yeah, we've got the awards at the end of levels
Sure.
and stuff like that. So now we're going to show you.
all the weapons.
Yeah, let's show you all the weapons. Let's go
Ooh,
through them all.
that's
Well, Leon,
trident.
Leon, go back to the beginning for a second
Yeah.
before you kill anybody.
Yeah.
Let's just go through them real quick. Can you activate soul mode on command?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Developer console, we have one. All right, so you've already seen the axe.
Yeah.
Now, and then there's the staff. The staff shoots, you know, it's kind of a water staff. It heat seeks. So it heat seeks enemies. And after the staff, you get Whisper's Edge.
Yeah. And you saw that, and then it
Yes.
bounces.
And it bounces in soul mode. And then you've got the trident,
Oh, that's
which is
great.
really fun. You saw that in the trailer. And in
Yeah.
soul mode, what that does is basically like just a big fucking beam of.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I saw that that stuff was interacting with
Yeah.
puzzles before
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Like-
so yeah,
Swi-
you got to
switches on
switch
the wall.
switches on the wall and stuff. You have to
Excellent,
push
yeah.
them kind of like in Quake.
This is super cool. This is the Celestial Claw, and every time it comes up, it summons a new planet.
Yeah, so instead of
Oh,
rockets, it
wow.
shoots planets. And
That's
every time it
so
shoots a different
cool.
planet, and you
So
can obviously.
see in the
Generate-
dark, their little lights are on, and there's
Yeah.
a very, very slight chance it will summon planet Earth.
Yeah, sometimes you
can
get
pull up the
Earth.
Planet.
And you
That's
can, instead of rocket jumping, we've got planet jumping.
Yeah,
So maybe
like,
do.
boom, and it.
So you can rocket jump with a staff that shoots planets
And-
because a medieval.
Soul mode for this, it turns into a sun, of course.
And it shoots
That's-
supernovas.
Yes.
Cool. I like that.
Yes.
yeah.
And then we've got.
We're gonna show this in action though.
Yeah, the
because
mace.
It's no fun.
Because the
It's
mace is
fun.
really cool. Andrew had this idea, like, what if the mace could pin enemies to the wall? And we said, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Of course, but of course.
And it just pins them right
Yes,
to the wall.
that's so good. Oh, that's
Soul
incredible.
mode.
And in soul mode, it just kind of goes crazy with it. And it just shoots
Oh
them
wow!
all
And
the
they
way
just, I love
back.
the slide. The enemy
Yeah.
just like slid
And
backwards.
homes.
Yeah.
Homes.
Yeah, and it homes in on them too.
That's great.
All right.
You guys have definitely thought about a lot of these different weapons in
Yeah,
the soul
it's
mode.
fun. And then
Oh,
we've
what's
got
this?
we've got Eternum, which will basically kill everyone in the level and then make them explode.
Oh,
And in
goodness.
soul mode, it
Black
it
holes.
shoots black holes.
I'll find a whole bunch of
Yeah,
dudes,
let's find
so
a whole bunch
good.
of guys so we can suck them into a black hole.
And are these weapons in order of how
You ready?
find
You
them?
ready for this?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it slows down time.
And
as
it
you
slows
get
down time, yeah.
Of course.
stuff, so.
As I thought it would.
As it should, any black hole. Let's get these guys too in the black hole. Come on, guys, where you going? So you don't obviously you don't get that weapon a lot.
Yes,
You don't
yeah.
have a lot of mana for it a lot. Each weapon has a different mana pool, so you'll see there's blue mana, green mana, red, yellow mana, and purple mana,
Yep.
which correspond to their weapons. And you'll only ever have enough of one, so it forces you to switch between the
Mana,
weapons
yeah.
to use them and stuff. Whisper's Edge is still my favorite. Just slicing
I
through
love it.
everyone
Yeah.
with the sword is super duper fun.
This is pretty sick.
Yeah, we I don't know if we're allowed to say what we call it. We call it the Blitz beam.
Yeah,
Blit. And you just Blit for our Russian friends out there.
we hold it down at.
It electrocutes guys and shocks them until they explode. It's just the animations are super fun. It's just it feels the word visceral is overused
yeah.
a lot. Speaking of visceral, rest in peace. And but it's so much fun to just shoot these guys, all these weapons, and just watch them and explode into bloody chunks. Is there anything we haven't shown yet?
So are we going to be seeing a boss fight in this one or no?
Yeah,
do that?
let's skip ahead and get to the moon boss really quick. Oh, I love all the death animations. Any weapon we haven't shown yet?
I think we showed them all.
Yeah, but as you can see, look out on the level. Just like really big out into the level.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just like these levels are huge.
Yeah.
We've got some really enormous non-linear levels.
Yeah.
Because we can do this with UE4 and like in Heretic and Hexen. We want those big levels. We don't have, and we've got the hub world. It's not like Hexen 2 where you're like walking around like solving quests and stuff like that. There's not a lot of puzzles. It's more Heretic than Hexen. But we've got these big combat arenas, huge levels, non-linear gameplay. Holding all these weapons at a time. you know, it's Heretic UE4. That is what we have built here. That's what we're trying to, you know, show to people.
you
so far,
guys-
so good. It's exactly what we said it is.
You guys said that obviously you guys built this from the sort of opposite of Dusk, where not really for speedrunning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But did you guys make it in regards to knowing that someone's going to completely ruin and break the game?
Yeah, I mean,
And
so
speedrun it?
yeah, not so much. You know, with Dusk, we kind of like, you know, let you do that stuff. With AE, we're sure people will be able to do that stuff.
It
but
wasn't a focus.
it wasn't a focus.
Sure.
AE,
Because I
you
know that a lot of developers now are doing that on purpose, right?
Yeah.
They're building a lot of games
Yeah.
knowing that people are going to be speedrunning.
And we're sure, you know, we let you, you know, track your time and stuff. We know people are going to speed run it, but it wasn't really built for that. You know,
Sure.
it's more of a, you know, single player focused experience, getting through these episodes, you know, seeing all the different worlds, using the weapons, you know, and designing these really cool encounters in these really beautiful areas.
I have a feeling that, Leon, your favorite weapon is the mace.
Yeah, man.
Mace is
that
very cool.
I like what it does. It's cool. And that was Andrew's idea, by the way. All credit to our composer,
Yeah.
Andrew
Oh, he's
Holsholt.
the man.
Yeah, again, working on, you know, Andrew working, you know, doing the soundtrack for Dusk. He's also doing the soundtrack for Medieval. We call him Hans Holsholt now because he's really digging into his Hans Zimmer vibes with the
Nice.
soundtrack for this. So
Yeah.
he is no longer Andrew Holsholt. He is Hans Holsholt or Andrew Zimmer. Andrew Zimmer, right? Isn't that the guy from the Food Network? So yeah,
I think
so
so.
this is the Lunar
I wasn't going to say
Sanctuary.
anything. I
Yeah.
was just gonna...
This is the Lunar Sanctuary where the moon boss.
episode
So yeah, the
boss.
first episode was like kind of like the moon episode, and you know I just love
theme
this.
everywhere,
Yeah,
you know,
moon
this-
theme everywhere.
Floor.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've noticed that you don't have God mode on anymore.
No.
Does this mean you're
Yeah,
going
he
to try
can do it. Yeah, don't
You're
die.
going to try and do it?
So this is the first boss in the game, the Moon Guardian. So we've got these big boss fights.
He fires boomerangs.
Yeah, he fires boomerangs that like that
Did you say Moonerang?
Yeah,
boomerangs
Okay, cool.
that heat seek you. Originally, this fight was a lot harder. I made Leon turn it down, but those boomerangs freaking hurt.
And he's the first boss, so he's fairly simple. As it goes along, they get more and more interesting and complicated.
And difficult. Yeah, we want really, you know, they're not just bullet sponge bosses. They've got, you know, tactics to them. But he will melee you as well as shoot his moonerangs. But yeah, so these are kind of what you can expect from the boss fights in AE. These beautiful, big, unreal arenas. If I say unreal like enough times, they'll give us a dev grant.
Yeah, yeah.
Leon, you are going. If you die,
Oh,
I am
no.
over you.
Oh,
I am
no.
over
I'll
you.
kill him this time.
Okay.
Big time.
Yeah, it definitely feels very, like,
I feel like you have a gun
Elegant, yeah.
right now that you're not meant to have, though.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just...
oh.
Leon.
Die. Easy.
So you have beaten him. You have definitely beaten him.
Aw.
So that is the end of the Moon Guardian in episode 1. We kind of skipped ahead a bit, but episode 1, so the levels in Dusk you kind of run through in 2 minutes or play them in like, you know, 30 minutes. The episodes in a Medieval kind of more like 15, 20 minutes at a time, no matter
Sure.
what. So, you know, shorter episodes, but longer levels. And now, as you can see, each episode looks completely different. So we've jumped
the
ahead.
next one.
This is the next
Yeah.
episode, which
We've
is
got freaky dudes.
so these guys all have been infected. Everyone on this world has been infected with parasites. And you're going to see it's a lot different. You know, instead of a lot more blues, you're going to have a lot more browns and greens. So completely different set of enemies, completely different set of, you know, environments. And it's just going to feel completely different than episode 1. And we're going to get to later episodes of like the sun, you know, like the moon boss, the sun boss. This is like, I don't know, I call this like Poison Land.
It's the realm of the Sentinels.
Realm of the Sentinels, you know, where everyone's been infected with these parasites. And Leon is going to try his best not to die because it's his game and he's good at it.
So is this something that you guys are going to be working on a lot? Do you think that you're going to see more episodes of this game as well? Obviously,
Possibly,
like
yeah.
Possibly, yeah. So we want to focus on the first 7 episodes, you know, and the big boss fights, and having these episodes be different. But as you can see already, you know, this is completely different than episode 1, and the enemies are completely different. They don't look anything like the enemies in episode 1. All different sets of animations, all different AI. They've got little parasites that come out of their head too. You know, they're and switches and stuff.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so completely different. What else did we want to show? Do we want to jump ahead to show some other environments?
Sure.
We can do that too. How many minutes? What do we got? 3 minutes? Cool. So we got time to show. Let's jump ahead. Maybe not die while you're doing it.
I'll die while I'm doing it.
So just to be very clear, Leon, you are usually better at the game when you're playing at
When
home?
I've actually
Okay.
got a table instead of a couch.
You said you'd be fine. I said we'd get a little thing. You said, no, no, no. it's fine."
It's all right.
Ultra hard
And,
mode right
and another
now.
cool thing that you'll see is every time you die, it's a different message. It says slice, you'll
Yeah,
die.
like-
If you die from falling or get blown up, it'll be different every time.
Oh,
So we'll
nice.
show you one more world. Like I said, 7 episodes with a hub world like that original world. And you can go back to them at any time once you've beaten them to 100% them, you know, and it's, you know, it's that thing. So this is what, is this Sunland?
Yeah. It's kind of work in progress.
Oh yeah, with these rock
Oh,
enemies.
Oh, these are.
Yeah, these guys are made out of rocks.
They come out of the wall.
Yeah, they come out of the walls because, you know, the walls are
Cool.
made out of
Yep.
rocks.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
And now-
Let's go let's go outside and see some of the
They're a bit more difficult.
yeah, and see some of the
Yeah.
cool bits.
Ooh.
Let's get outside and see the sun.
So the different type of enemies have weaknesses against certain weapon
Yeah.
types.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you kind of learn those combinations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this is it's almost Egyptian. We showed some of this in the
I like Mesoamerican.
Mesoamerican.
Yes, yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Whatever, man.
Uh,
Yeah, we've got you know vases and stuff. But
Jade.
obviously, and now you can see this episode looks completely different than the other episode, which looks
definitely.
completely different than episode 1. Oh, we saw this in the trailer. Hey, this was in the trailer. Whoa. Yeah.
The lighting is incredible. Like having the lighting power.
Yeah, and
that
that's
you
just
have
kind of the
is
stuff we can do with Unreal.
Yeah, exactly.
With Unreal, you like
Oh,
press a
good.
button like make
Shadows, make look
game
pretty,
look sweet.
yeah.
Make the game look sweet as, and Unreal's like okay. And every time I say Unreal, we get that much closer to a dev grant. Hi, Mark.
I like to use the term sweet as, and I
Sweet
can
as.
tell.
Yeah, I've been down here for
Yeah,
a week.
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying, yeah, sweet as, mate. But yeah, so, you know, using the Celestial Claw, but yeah, we've like, you know, that's a medieval. It is Heretic. Every episode's different. All the enemies are different. We've got these cool weapons. We've got soul mode. Oh, this is beautiful. I love
Oh,
stuff like this.
wow. Oh.
And just the way the light reflects off the
Yes.
weapons and
I
stuff.
like that.
That
Yeah.
color palette.
Yeah, this is a work in progress
Need a power
episode.
ballad playing
So I
in
don't
the
think there's any
background.
enemies here yet.
There's a couple of dudes, but I'll just run through and see what they like. So-
When you were back out there with your
Yeah,
axe,
let's
it
do it,
reminded
jumping
me of the original like Conan the Warrior trailer when he's like
Yeah.
standing out in the cliff.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it also, you know, reminds me of Unreal.
yeah, it's quite got quite a lot of atmosphere in terms of
Yeah, and we've got the you know, the indoor areas and the outdoor areas showing that contrast, all the things we
That
can
color
do with,
palette's
with
so
the lighting.
cool.
Oh,
yeah,
purple,
some-
eh? You
it's
don't see purple,
glorious.
but
Someone saw the trailer and he's
It's
like,
freaking
he left the
awesome.
comment on YouTube,
Learn-
looks absolutely awful, learn color theory. And I'd just like to
Oh.
say to that guy who left that YouTube
Wow. I like that they've come to that your game for that. Like that's
Yeah.
it seems like
comment. Yeah.
It's
But
something that
actually,
we-
the game, we're gonna put the game on hold. We're gonna go back to school, learn color
Yes,
theory,
yeah, of course,
and then
of
come
course.
back. Oh no, go in here. I love this area.
Yeah,
It's so,
there's
it's
no
super,
dudes
super
for
pretty.
doing it.
anonymous
But
But it's just
player
super
1, 2,
pretty. I just
3,
love
yeah.
this.
big tempo.
Like, I hope this is coming across on stream, even though it's
Oh,
a bit
wow,
compressed in
that's-
720. But like,
Yeah.
we've got, you know, big combat arenas like this that are just gorgeous. It's just super gorgeous. So for those of you who are like, "Wad, I want you to make a game with graphics, but gameplay like Dusk,"
We
well,
do.
you can shut up now because we've done it. A
Absolutely.
medieval is
So
so, you know, with New Blood, it's just been so fun to,
Yeah.
you know, with Dusk kind of bring back that Quake and Blood vibe, and with episode 2 that we just showed, really bring back that Black
Ah.
Mesa and Stalker vibe. I have to say Stalker for David, Stalker, and for Doc. You know, I'll mention it for him and all the dudes in the Discord. We hope you like what you've seen, but for a medieval, it is, you know, you wanted Hex and Heretic, you know, a spiritual successor, just
Yeah.
like we've done with Dusk. So now we have, it's a medieval, it's indefatigable, don't try to pronounce it. It's Leon, it's Simon, it's me, it's
Indefatigable.
Andrew.
Indefatigable.
It's, you know,
Yeah.
it's your dudes from New Blood, and we're giving you exactly what you want, and it's coming early next year.
Yes.
So before we run out of time, where can people find you guys? Where can they find the game outside of the Discord?
So it's at the New Bloods on Twitter, discord.gg/newblood to interact with guys like this. Yeah, from our community who came all the way down
we have
here.
a Steam page.
We've
you
got a
can
Steam
wishlist it.
page. Yeah, you can wishlist it
Excellent.
now on Steam. Very nice. Thanks
Very
for
good.
reminding me of that. You know, at the New Bloods on Twitter, discord.gg/newblood.
Yeah.
I'm at Dave Oshry. He's at Leon Zawada.
Yep.
Yeah, just a medieval. Just search it. It should come up. You know, a medieval. You can also spell it AMID devil.
Yeah.
Team Satan. Or medieval. There's so many meanings.
I
What
can
does it
definitely
mean?
tell how much you guys love the game, though, because we've
Yeah.
also cut the game off the screen.
Oh yeah,
and
we're
now
still playing
Leon
it.
is still continuing
Yeah, that's
to
the
play.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, but
the-
you should show this. Show this.
No, no, no.
Put the gameplay back on, and guys back there, just real quick, so they can see this. It's so pretty. We're out of time. I just love this. It's so gorgeous. You know, because the trailer was kind of compressed and really fast. Didn't really do justice to how gorgeous this freaking game is. And I'm so proud of these dudes. you know, and the New Blood QA team and our guys and our community who've just been so supportive of us.
amazing.
So check it out, wish listed on Steam. It's coming next year. A Medieval, It Is Heretic, and Unreal Engine 4. Please give us a dev grant if you're watching home at Epic.
Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining us today. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Leon. And Lisi, of course, thank you for joining me. We'll be back soon with some more PAX action. ASMP, guys, thank you very much for tuning in.
A medieval.